Hey Chris, why is VCU's defense so dramatically different than it was last year? It's very good this year.
Yeah, their defense is great. Obviously, their numbers are great. Also, when you watch them, you can see how aggressive they are. I think the fact that Mike's playing 12 guys, clearly there's a standard of effort that is being demanded, and they're meeting it. And they just have guys who are, they have good length and quickness, but their level of effort is really, really impressive. And I think Evans lends a little bit to that, being his first year playing. He's a good defender, and the effort is just very, very impressive. And covering up for each other and not allowing easy baskets. And a lot of guys playing, I think they know they're in the game, they're playing. You play hard and then cycle in another guy. So really has been impressive. I would give them most of the credit to the effort.
Do you have to be perfect Wednesday night?
Not quite perfect. We'd have to be close to it. We played a really good game down there last season. Obviously two different teams meeting on Wednesday. I would say we need to do a couple things near perfectly. We need to take care of the ball, number one. We need to make a few shots, which teams haven't necessarily done against them at a high rate. And we need to defend well enough to keep them off balance and keep them from going on scoring runs. I'd say but still, the most important part of that is not having live ball turnovers. I mean, we must keep them out of transition on live ball turnovers and keep those points to a minimum.
Coach, obviously in the Richmond basketball community, this is a big game.
Sure.
Alumni chatter, fan chatter. As big for you guys, or just another game?
No, not just another game. It's very big. I mean, not just because of the rivalry. Now that we're in the same conference, where there's a closeness now more than ever with the staffs. Mike and I have been good friends since high school. Jamal is one of my best friends. Jamal Brunt, the assistant coach. So it means so much. And then also the chess match within. We're going back looking from years ago, different things they've tried against us that we've tried against them, and the counter moves to that. It means a lot. And I've said since we got here and early on they were so much better than us when Jeff Capel was here and Anthony was here, that the rivalry is great. It's a great game to have. It's a great two games to have because it gets everybody so interested and intense. And we're really fortunate that we have it because not everybody has. Certainly very few teams have a rivalry this intense and this unique.
Has your team turned a corner, or are the last two games not quite enough of a body of work to tell you that?
Well, I would say we've played pretty well. I mean, I thought we played a great game, probably both games. Really a full game against George Washington, where we really did everything we needed to do offensively, but also on defense we were good. So, from the outside, turn the corner and have momentum a little bit different from when you're in it. When you're experiencing the practice and rewatching the film and things like that, you're seeing more steady improvements. You're still calling out the problems or the issues that you're having. You're seeing steadier improvement over the course of time, and hopefully that's what the case is, so we can keep on that trajectory.
In terms of road atmospheres, is this one of the best you see in the conference, and also kind of how do you try to control it in a sense?
Oh yeah, this is a great home court advantage. There's no question about it. I would say it's probably hard to try to control, especially in our game. I feel like there's an extra level of emotion, that is involved just because it is a rivalry. And the best thing to do is not turn the ball over. That's the most important thing is to throw the inbounds pass cleanly to our player. That is the most important thing we'll concentrate on here, and then not have live ball turnovers, because that's what really gets everybody fired up, and they get to make great plays and open court plays, and there's excitement. Getting the inbounds pass in, making sure we take care of the ball gives us a chance to run our offense and to have our guys make some plays and hopefully score some baskets.
Obviously we're going to think about it, talk about it for sure, but, it shouldn't change our mindset too much. We're still going to run our offense and try and get the same looks that we always get. But I think it just makes us be more focused on things such as rebounding, stuff like that. So hopefully it doesn't affect us too much.
So many of the looks you get are the result of people doubling on you and then you kicking it to somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
How much of that is perhaps from what you learned while watching TJ play?
All of it almost, I would say. I watched so much film on him and just his highlights, and just being able to, like you said, sit there and watch him for a whole year was unbelievable for me and my growth. It really helped me a lot, and hopefully I can continue to keep watching him and keep getting better at that. So
This year's team can do what last year's team did over there if they do what?
I always say it, but fast start, make sure we don't let the crowd get too into it, and just keep your composure. We're young, going into probably, definitely the biggest crowd we'll see all year. We just got to be composed and stay within ourselves and do what we do. So.
Great, kind of along those lines, but obviously it's a big game for the fans in this area, obviously, like basketball. For you guys, is it as big?
Yeah, obviously it's a huge game. I know, a lot of the alumni are tweeting about it all the time, every time we play them and stuff like that. So obviously it means a lot. It means a lot to us. But, we don't try and, treat it any differently than any other game. So.
With the last 2 games, do you think this year's team has turned a corner?
Getting there. We've made tremendous strides in a lot of different areas. But, I think we were able to go do it Wednesday night and, keep improving on some of those things that would really solidify, like you say, turning the corner. But, we got to show up and be ready to play.
Have you looked much at Santos Silva, his approach to offense, and how is that going to challenge you?
Yeah, I know him personally. We had to go to the A10 leadership conference together and stuff like that. And obviously I've seen him play a lot and everything. He's a really good player. Does a lot of the dirty work for them in terms of getting rebounds, and he always seems to be in the right place at the right time. So I'm going to have to be aware, and I'm going to have to be on top of that, and hopefully I'm able to do that on Wednesday.
Julius, what distinguishes VCU's defense, which has been excellent this year?
They're a big team. They have some athletic players. I have a friend on VCU, Sean Mobley, and he said that's what they emphasize a lot, which is defense. And they've been doing good at it.
Julius, this game's obviously big in the community. Is it as big for you guys, or do you just approach it kind of like another?
I approach it as another one. I know it's a rivalry game. The fans are excited for it, but to me, it's just another game.
What do you tell some of the younger kids on your team that haven't been over there yet about playing in that environment?
It's tough. It's one of the best in the best fan bases in the country. So we have practice today, so we'll do the crowd noise so they could get a little taste of what it would be like.
What worked for last year's team over there, where you were able to break through and just eliminate all this?
Just playing together and just being confident. I felt like everyone had the mindset like we can win, and we did so.
What was your recovery process like from your injury? It sounds like, at least according to coach, you were ahead of schedule.
Right, yeah, I was. I knew that the team needed me to be there, so I took treatment like I needed it as soon as possible. And Adam did a good job of helping me recover quickly.
How did you feel on the court Saturday night?
I felt pretty good, yeah. It's sore a little bit here and there, but it's nothing too bad.
Are you and Mobley friends from way back because of Florida?
Yeah, we went to the same middle school, went to the same high school.
Is that right?
Yeah, I knew him for a very long time.
This is before you left and went to the other one, the other high school. You didn't go to the same high school all the way through, right? He didn't go to Air Academy or whatever.
No, he went to Florida Air Academy. Yeah.
Why has this team picked up its offense in the last couple? You've been good all year, but it seems like you've taken it to a different level.
We just making more shots. Everyone's more confident in themselves. Each teammate is telling each teammate that they can, just shoot the ball and be confident in yourself. So everyone's doing good.
Is this running 3 or 4, and they've won 4 in a row, so you guys are both playing, really good basketball coming in here. For you guys personally, is this kind of what you think can happen the rest of the season? Is this kind of like where you guys can be and get even better?
Yeah, of course. I talked to Coach Mooney, I talked to Jacob and Grant, even Nick. They all believe we can continue to win from here on out, and who wouldn't believe that, So.
What is the difference between November and now, if you had to name a thing or two?
Confidence. We have a very young team, so a lot of them not used to college basketball, but I feel like now that they played many games that their confidence is through the roof.